Question 266.
You haven't been asking me the right questions, Dave.
No. Shush. Question 200.
Ask me a question.
I'm going to throw something at you. Question 266.
You got to have a fucking good arm to hit me.
I've been practicing with one of them for years. Question 266. Would you rather be Batman or Sherlock Holmes when solving a case?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, who was the first choice?
Batman.
Oh, God. Batman, easily.
Who was the second choice?
Sherlock Holmes.
Batman, easily. This one.
Can I skip Batman and just be Bruce Wayne and have all the money?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You think Bruce Wayne can solve cases like Batman?
Yes, because he's Batman.
You can't tell people that.
No one knows that. It's a secret. It's going to be great.
I think Batman's only superpower is near infinite wealth.
Yes.
Without Wayne Industries to develop all the gadgets, he'd be nothing.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
not entirely, because he's portrayed as being sort of an exceptional athlete in most areas.
Yes,
I
but
mean,
when it comes to being a superhero, yeah, you can do it.
Superhero.
I mean, I could go with the Sheldon approach. I could be Batman. I couldn't be any of the other
us could be
superheroes.
Batman.
I'm Batman.
I could be.
You could technically sort of be Iron Man.
I could be
Yes.
Green Lantern, except I couldn't because I wouldn't accept the perceived authority of the Guardians.
You so would.
I don't
You'd
think
wet
I would.
yourself. You would wet yourself too if all of a sudden you
I know.
decided the lantern things existed and they want you to join.
Batman doesn't have Sherlock Holmes' cocaine habit either.
No. But he does
Well,
have
no,
deep
no,
psychological problems.
He's got other personality flaws, though.
I think I would join. I think I would join. I would work with them for quite a while, and that resentment of their claimed authority would slowly seep in.
Entirely possible. My point being, you would still
And,
accept it.
yeah.
Sorry, what was the question?
Would you prefer
and,
to Batman or Sherlock to solve a case?
Oh, Sherlock, because he exists in a Victorian England, which is as close to steampunk as you can get.
Well, see, there is one other caveat to that. Now, do you want Dr. Watson or Robin as a sidekick? Is the other thing that could play into this?
Yeah, neither of them are there.
Okay.
I prefer Watson, and also thinking about it, there was that Gotham by Gaslight thing, which is Batman but in a steampunk kind of setting. So now I'm torn on it.
Now, I've got the clincher here. I've got the clincher. You're Batman. You get to fuck Catwoman. It's that. There you go. That's the clincher, I think.
Yeah, but Sherlock Holmes had.
Can I just be Catwoman? Because she's cool.
Let's see what people said so far. We have got Robert says Sherlock Holmes as Batman sucks. Joan asks which Sherlock Holmes. We're talking. I've forgotten what the actor's called. Who's the good Sherlock Holmes actor?
I thought Robert Downey Jr. was alright, but that's not the one you're thinking of.
No, I'm talking about the one that is.
Are you thinking about the one that was in Hackers?
I know the guy you mean. He doesn't have much hair, does he?
Tom Baker's played Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Tom Baker has played.
Are you
Sherlock
thinking
Holmes.
of that Benedict Cumberbatch? And all?
No, there's just
What
one.
are you thinking of?
You're thinking about the guy who was in Hackers, Dave?
I don't know who I'm thinking of. And that the Stu did the series.
Be Tom Baker.
You
Be
got
Tom Baker.
loads of different Sherlock Holmeses, though.
Yeah, but
If
there's
it was a
one
fight
that is.
between Tom Baker and Jackie Chan. Tom Baker would win.
What? Why?
Okay.
Well, assuming that they're playing characters that they've been.
Johnny Lee Miller.
No. No, not.
But he was good Sherlock Holmes.
Not. What was he? The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. It was Jeremy Brett.
Apparently,
Right,
Peter
okay.
Yeah,
Cushing
no idea.
played Sherlock Holmes on a BBC series.
What?
Apparently, Peter Cushing played Sherlock Holmes.
Oh,
once
lots
on
of
a
people
BBC.
did. But Jeremy Brett is the definitive. And I wish I could show pictures because I would show.
Right, hang on, I'm trying to find him.
Search Jeremy
From the
Brett
butch.
Sherlock Holmes. Right, where are we? Well, I never got through these. Sherlock Holmes. Oh, I see. Robert says Sherlock Holmes as Batman's helper sucks. Santi, Sherlock cocaine makes me smart too. Linda says Sherlock. Morton says Watson. Doc says Batman because a batarang is way more awesome than a magnifying glass. I don't ever recall seeing Sherlock Holmes with a magnifying glass.
No.
Bill says, "Oh no, wait there." He's back at the
Yeah,
other conversation.
I'm here. Ignore that.
This is the oh.
Go on, show the Sherlock Holmes I was
Nah.
talking about.
I'm not ready. There we go. This is the Sherlock Holmes you're thinking of.
Yes, Jeremy Brett. That's not a good picture
Well-
of him. And you need to turn off now because it started clicking.
What do you mean?
Just need to throw this in the mix, but there's no indication Batman has any musical talent.
That's true.
Yeah, there is. He sang in that episode of the animated series, and everyone was crying.
And everyone was crying.
Yeah.
Was it that good or that bad?
Both.
Both. Anyone else? No, I'm not talking about Cumberbatch, Shanty.
Come on the bat.
Come on, the bat.
You can screw up, but
Basically, most
What do you
people
mean?
think the Batman.
Oh, that's definitely Batman.
Catwoman.
No, you can't have
I
Catwoman.
think I'd probably go Sherlock Holmes, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. If you're talking if you're talking about just the actual person, then yeah, I reckon Sherlock Holmes. I like his power of deduction and stuff. I think that'd be quite good.
Well, no, I can't disagree with that. But Batman, I think Batman is cooler. Is my problem. I like toys.
Yeah,
I
Batman
reckon
probably is
Black
cooler.
Widow would be the better choice.
Say again?
Black Widow. I mean, she did espionage. She was good at solving problems like that because she was a spy and all that, and she was a lot better at fighting than Batman or Sherlock.
Sherlock. Sherlock wasn't that good at fighting.
Like that.
Just the occasional punch.
Yes, I do.
I'm going with Sherlock Holmes.
You go with Sherlock Holmes. So 2 Sherlocks, 3.
Although, no, I'm
It's
sticking.
generally easy to be either of them.
I quite like to be either of them, to be quite honest.
I'm sticking with Sherlock. There we go. Decided. Sherlock's best.
Sherlock's the fan.
It's another one of those questions that's got loads of nuance to it.
It is.
Isn't it? You know what I mean? It depends on. If you're talking about having the life of that person, then of course you would go for Batman because of all that money and everything that, you know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah,
you're
screw
talking
that.
about the actual person themselves, you'd probably go for Sherlock.
Yes. I mean, just out of interest, how much better would Gotham be if Bruce just funded the police force properly?
Yeah,
Much better.
absolutely.
Probably with
Bruce
help
is the
from
cause
Rob,
of a lot of the nut jobs he grows up in.
Right. I also objected at the end of the day. I do somewhat object to his no guns thing. I think he is
Well, he still
responsible.
kills people.
He
So what's
does.
the fucking point of the no guns thing?
It's just, and it's not even that. It's the fact that he doesn't. I don't know. I'm going to not say that. It'll come across as controversial.
It's just an objection based on. It's just an objection based on his life experience, isn't it? That's
Yes.
all it is.
Oh, very much so. But the point is, he's meant to be all this,
You go
this
back-
upstanding bullshit.
If you go back to some of the real early stories, though, he did use guns.
Yes. That before he had a backstory.
Yeah, pretty much.
personally, I'd just rather have Frank Castle. I'd rather be Frank Castle.
Okay, and he's got a problem with guns, but he's got a car that has like rockets and a grenade launcher.
Was the question you just?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go full on, you might as well go full on murderous psychopath.
Well,
like
if you're going to talk about other fictional characters who solve crime, what about Bones?
Wait a minute, I want to know who. Castle. Okay, now we know. Okay.
Yeah, but my point is, okay, so Batman's got something against a weapon that could strategically take out a single individual, but nothing against area effect weapons that can just wipe out a whole crowd.
Rockets didn't kill his parents.
It was one-on-one crime. He's no objection to mass slaughter.
Yeah. See, you know, that is one thing about like the Punisher though. So it's you know, Batman. You'd figure after a while, these police guys keep escaping from Arkham Asylum, where I keep taking them back to. You know, like Punisher just what deal with them once. That's it.
That's it. Problem solved. Job done. Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Robert X in the chat brings up the point here, which is if Bruce isn't Batman, he still has to work.
Yes.
Does he though?
No.
He could literally just sit in his house all day and become like a blob man.
Dress in a Badger outfit, just chat with random strangers.
He doesn't have to do anything.
Badger?
He could just have Alfred bring him soup all day.
Badger? Are you Bruce Wayne?
Shush.
Doc points out correctly that Gotham's police force is notoriously corrupt.
Were you asking just now, by the way, if it would be better if Bruce was just to fund the police force?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do something, so I missed that one. My input is no, because an overfunded police force becomes notoriously corrupt.
They buy ex-military stuff and drive around the streets using it.
Yeah, I am... As you may have guessed from our previous discussions, Dave, I do not...
So you like the idea of the lone vigilante imparting justice on a cruel world rather than a highly regulated police force?
I think a lone vigilante is more likely to... No, sorry. Less likely to be corrupt, because a lone vigilante, if a lone vigilante fucks up too consistently, the people can gather and remove the lone vigilante.
That's what's meant to happen with the police.
Yeah,
we have policing by consent.
There is a thing that there is a meant to be the very important thing you said there.
Meant.
I think meant to be. That's
How are you supposed to do that when the police have got tanks?
I like Tony's comment. Bats are mammals, so technically Batman is a furry.
Yep.
Technically.
But his suit is not furry.
I saw a great picture of somebody speculating about what Batman's eye makeup looks like under the mask, because he could put whatever he likes under there as long as it fits within the eye holes. So there was, when you take the mask off, he's got all kinds of intricate spirals and stuff all over the rest of his face.
You people are all crazy. Right.
You will ask us these questions.
I know. They're good, aren't they?
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It's not. It would be a lot less interesting if you were all completely and utterly sane.
No, see, I go with the tick. Sanity's a one-trick pony. But if you're truly crazy, the sky's the limit.
The sky's only the limit because you have to be sane to get on the space program.
I'm not convinced sane was a requirement.
You have to at least be perceived as sane by the medical profession.
Fair enough.